So number 6, we have a word problem. A rectangular room. So I'm going to draw it. It's a room that's shaped like a rectangle, like most rooms are. We've got 4 right corners, length and width. And we know the area of this room is 224 square feet. So area of a rectangle is length times width. So the length is the longer side, the width is the shorter side, and so we know the area is 224 square feet. The length of the room is 2 feet more than the width. So how could we write that? We need to write it as an equation, as an expression. So 2 feet more than the width. So if I take the width and I'm going to add 2 feet. Find the length and the width of the room in feet and separate them with a comma. All right, so we know the area is length times the width. So the length is W plus 2. And the width is just the width. We're going to times it. And when we do that, we get 224. So I'm going to rearrange this. I'm going to put the W first, and then the W plus 2 equals 224. Now you might be thinking, yay, it's in factored form. It equals 224. So factored form, when we solve, has to equal 0. This does not equal 0. So we have to multiply it out and solve. So W times W is W squared. W times 2 is 2W, and it equals 224. And like I just said, we need it to equal 0. So we're actually going to minus the 224 on both sides. So now we have W squared plus 2W minus 224 equals 0. Sorry, I need more room. So we're officially in standard form here. And to solve for W, we need to factor it, because once it's in factored form equal to 0, we can solve. So standard form ax squared plus bx plus c, except now we are looking at w's instead of x's. W's are width. So a is 1, yay, b is 2, c is negative 224. We like when a is 1 because we're just looking at factors of c that add or subtract to 2, to b. So 224, I'm not going to write them all out. We have 7 and 32. We still have a ways. 8 and 28. I'm just adding one every time. 14 and 16. Do you see it? 16 minus 14 is 2. Okay, so we have positive 16 and negative 14. Those are going to go in our factors. So we have W plus 16, W minus 14. And then remember this, the equal 0. That's really, really important because that's how we solve. Once we have the equal 0, we set each factor equal to 0, and then we solve. So that would be minus 16, W equals negative 16, plus 14. Okay, I'm going to take it all the way back to the top. We have W equals negative 16 and positive 14 for our width, and then our length is our width plus 2. So I want you to think about these answers. Do you think our width can be negative 16 on a rectangle? If we went into a room and I said, make that wall negative 16 feet, like that's nothing. That's right. So negative 16 is not an option here. 14 feet though, that could work. It's positive. So our width is 14. And then remember our length is just the width plus 2. So 14 plus 2 is 16. So in our room, we have 16 and 14. And if we multiply those together, we get our area, of 224. So over here, we're going to do 16, 14, length and width.